Thank you for joining me today. I would like to welcome all of you to our new semester. This is Western Civ 2. And I would like to just welcome you today and tell you a little bit about myself and give you a general idea of the class. And then in another clip, I will go into more specific details about how the class actually works. I have been at Roane State much longer than the time that you have been on Earth. In fact, this semester, at the end of last semester, a student came and told me that she was the granddaughter of one of my very first students 25 years ago. So that tells me that I'm really close to retirement, but I just love what I do so much that it's going to be hard to make a decision to leave this. I have been teaching Western civilization and or world history for all these years, and when I started, my children were in middle school, and right now my children are grown, and I have a few grandchildren whom I love and with whom I spend a great deal of time with. Here are some of them. This one I took to visit some of the Civil War sites recently. This one I took to Washington, D.C., and he loved it. And these two are still very young, and they just want to play. And so I have those 4 grandchildren, and I enjoy very much being with them. But what my passion is really teaching. But enough of me. The only other thing I would tell you is that I have lived in 4 countries in my life. I spent a great deal of time in Mexico. Maybe my accent comes mainly from there. But I also spent some years in France and some time in Italy also. So I have seen different societies and different parts of the world, and maybe that's the reason why I like teaching about that so much. But as I said, enough of me, so let's now talk about this particular class. Some of you have been with me in Western Civ 1, so you know what the class is, and you know that this is a really great class, and you really will love it. And especially you will really love it if you follow a few things. If you just do on time what you need to do. And the reason I say that is because since we are not face to face, it is difficult for me to be reminding you of what you need to do. So as long as you follow the timeline, and as long as you keep up to date, you should really not have any problem. So what is what you really need to do? Well, reading is the very first thing that is necessary in class. This is a very reading intensive class. You need to read, but you also need to question what you read and understand what you read. And if there is any problem while you are doing this, there is always a way to ask for help. And so asking for help is one of the important things to do in this class, because we are not together, because we don't see each other that much. You see me in these clips that I am trying to make for you, but I don't see you unless you come to visit me. The rest of the time, other than reading, you really have to spend a great deal of time on the computer. So you really try to have a very good internet service. an internet connection and be sure that it's not going to fail you when you mostly need it. So this is what I think you will need to be doing during the semester. But there are some things that you should expect from me. And the things that I need to do is, the most important thing I feel that I need to do for you is be there. Be there is what I like to do and what I'm expected to do and what I should do. When you feel frustrated, unhappy, when you are confused, ask for help. And I'm always happy to help you in any way I can. Also, my job is, if there is anything that you need to know, that the entire class needs to know, I should always update you through the news box or through email if it's just the personal information that you need. But I will always keep you updated. I also like to think that my job is to provide challenges to you, challenges in your ideas. I don't want to change them, but I do want you to think carefully about maybe preconceived ideas that you may have and challenge yourself. And I will hopefully give you the opportunity to do that. My duty is to answer any problem or any concern that you have on time. My timeline is to answer or acknowledge that you asked me something within a day, within 24 hours. Usually I do it faster than that, but that would be the max, unless there is an emergency, and then I would let you know. And as you are reading, if you find that there are things that are not clear or that you disagree with the textbook and you want to talk with me about it, I'm always there to clarify any concepts that you find confusing. And the same happens with the examinations. If you find something that you disagree with, I'm always happy to review it with you and to talk about it with you. So today, all I want to tell you is I am here and I will be here for you during the entire semester. And of course, at the end of the semester, you are going to be receiving a grade. And you will work during these 15 weeks, and at the end, you will earn a grade. And you, of course, if you are successful, which I hope all of you are successful, you will get an A or a B. To me, honestly, a B is as successful as an A, because I know that you have many other obligations. I know that many of you have families, other jobs, and you don't have that much time. And so if you have a B, you are doing really well. If you have a C, you still are doing okay, because we know that a C transfers to any other college. A D and an F are problematic. The D will not transfer. Even though a D counts for Rose State, it is problematic. So you will, I have no doubt, if you work on these steps, you will be successful. We have 13 lessons in class. Each week is practically one lesson. For each lesson, you have quizzes that are just practice quizzes that help you prepare for the weekly quizzes for each lesson. So we have 13 quizzes for each of the lesson, for each lesson. Then we have assignments that come with the textbook. MindTap is the software that we use with the textbook, and for each week you have assignments to complete. Then you will have one writing project and 3 exams. So this is basically the summary of what the class will be about, and really The other thing that I would like for you, even though I understand that if you are taking this class online, is because you do not have time to go on campus. But if you happen to be on campus, and if you happen to be in Oak Ridge, just come see me. I would be very happy to see you in person, to see your face at least once. And my office hours are only on Mondays and Tuesdays, but if you tell me I can go to Oak Ridge campus on Thursday, I will be there. I will try to accommodate and be there to meet you. I really like very much to see each student at least once during the semester. And finally, and I want to insist that I am always willing and ready and happy to answer any questions that you may have. And the best way, because of the type of this class, the best way is through email. Usually if you call, there is always a recording. I hate not to be able to talk to a person. If you have an emergency, there is a pager that you can use, and I will reply to the pager right away. But the best way and the easiest way is to send an email. Just be sure and send it through the homepage, through the D2L. Do not send it through regular Rome State Mail, because once the semester begins, I don't check that very often. And I guess that's it for today. As I said in another clip, I will give you more specifics about the class, but right now, the only thing to say again is welcome, and I hope we have a great semester.